Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while. I apologize for not getting back to you sooner. Um, like I said, I've been dealing with my throat. I think I have there's like a muscle that runs all the way down from your ear to this part of your neck, and I believe I strained that muscle a long time ago. It's not my voice. It has nothing to do with my voice, but it's affecting my voice. So you can hear it as I speak. Also, so I'm not going to be able to really record some new songs, although I've got new material written. It's very, very frustrating because, a couple of months ago I wanted to get this out and get it done, but patience. Um, Doctor said voice rest. I tried that. That didn't work. So it's just probably going to take some time to get through this. It's not serious. Hey, thank goodness. Don't worry about it. Um, so moving on. I want to thank everybody again for their donations towards the book. Like I said earlier in my last video, the book is in Sophia's hands. She's halfway through the edit. I should get it back probably. Maybe it'd be a Christmas gift. Maybe the first of the year, and we should have the book done. So what I want to talk about, and not too much, it's part of the common blind philosophy, but I want to talk about consistency. And it's something that I've battled all my life, and I think I've never really been checked for being bipolar, but I know that I will focus on one thing like guitar, like a mad dog for a while, and then I'll jump from that and I'll focus on my voice, and then I'll go from that, and then I'll do stand-up comedy, then I'll do acting, and then I've been all over the map for the last, most of my life, and that's just the way my head works. And so it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. And so, as I have expressed before in other videos that I've done, if you haven't lived it, if you haven't experienced, how can you teach it? You can't. And like you said, you've got motivational life coaches out there that are trying to direct you in certain ways, and they've never really experienced what they're trying to teach you or what they're trying to give to you. So what I want to do in this video is try to explain to you how to conquer or how to manage that situation. First and foremost, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist. I'm just me, and I'm sharing you my life experiences with you. Hopefully, they will help you. If you feel like you have a serious and more deeper emotional issues, then please, by all means, seek professional help. That's my first line of defense for you. Other than that, if it's just a matter of like, man, I just can't get nothing done, I can't get focused, I'm driving myself nuts, I find what helps me the most is exercise. So if I'm really frustrated about something and I just can't stay focused on it, I'll go and I'll run, I'll go to the gym, whatever form of exercise you have, because physical exercise or physical movement will help you clear your mind. Continuing on with this, what I've also found is that when I'm working on something like music, and I all of a sudden divert myself from that, and I go, oh, now I'm going to try comedy. And I think there's two reasons why I've done that over my lifetime. One is the fear of failure, is that if I'm just getting too good for my own good here, and maybe I might be successful, and how can I accept the success? That's one that I've always battled in my life. And the other one it's not necessarily the failure of success, it's that you are so talented, you have so many gifts that you can give, and I'm not saying this, I'm patting myself on the back, but I feel like I'm multi-talented. So I'm good at music, I'm good at writing songs, I'm good at doing stand-up comedy, all these different categories, and sometimes it's very, I don't want to use the word confusing, but very frustrating to have all that in you, and you go, which one should I focus on? Which one should I focus on? And I know I can go out and I can do audience work in a comedy club, and I can kill, and I can be great at it, and I can be hilarious. But then again, if you try to have me memorize a script like most of the comics today, which I don't really consider them comedians, I consider them actors. And because if you're memorizing a comedic script and you're doing that verbatim, for word, every time you do your show, you're not a comedian. You're an actor. Okay? And I want to make that really clear. And most of the comedians today are actors. Because I've been on the road with a number of them, and in real life, they're not really funny. And really, on off the cuff, they're not really funny. So I find, to me, that's very frustrating, because where's the funny? Where are the true comedians? People that are just, honestly, God, funny people. So back to trying to decide which one you should go with. Excuse me. I've always been wanting to go to the zany part of me and just go out there and be like Robin Williams and be crazy. But then again, I said, I don't want to be known as a jerk. And so that's held me back in doing that. And then I would get into the music and said, well, the music's too serious, so I keep going back and forth, back and forth. I think writing my book has helped me really to focus on one particular thing and master that and get it done and get it out there, and then you're good and you can move on. So my best advice is stick it out. Whatever you want to do, but stick it out. If it's comedy, stick with it. Even if you're good at something else, and if you're mastering something else, that's fine. But find one thing and stick it out. I've done that with my book, and I'm proud of myself about that, because it took me a lot of years to stick it out. I've been through the whole realm. I mean, I went to LA and I lived there for 20 years. I did the comedy scene, I did the music scene, I did all that. But I never hit it. I never broke through. And the reason I didn't break through was when I got so close, I'd pull myself back. And I'd get closer, and I'd get close, I'd pull myself back. So if you want to dig into my head, if I want to dig into my head, and I write about this in my book, the reason I believe that I do that is at a very young age, I was conditioned that you can't succeed. You're not good enough to succeed. Even if you're good or better than most, in your own mind, you believe that, I'm better than that guy. I'm a better songwriter than that songwriter that has hits on the radio. I'm a better comedian that's on the talk shows. But something in your mind just says, no, you're not. But you are. You are. And so the best way to conquer that is back up again, like I said, use a form of physical exercise to break out of that mental state. Okay? Immerse yourself. And we're going back into now talking about what's in my book, about immersion and about common point in the philosophy. It's all about immersion. And when I'm talking about immersion, I'm saying immerse yourself into that physical realm of whatever you're going to do. If it's running or walking, working out in the gym, or swimming, or playing tennis, or whatever. But it's got to be physical. Something that's going to make you sweat, not just going out, goofing around. You got to really burn some sweat and get your whole body into that thing. The other thing that I truly bothers me a lot is when I see people running and they've got headsets on. I want you, if you're going to work out, I want you to work out, and I want you to understand the body on how it's working, the mechanics of your body. So if you're working out in the gym and you're lifting weight, I want you to mentally focus on what you're doing, not music in your head. That's playing. That's goofing off. Okay, that's entertainment. You're not there to entertain yourself. You're there to get into your physical and mental being of yourself, okay? And you do this by focusing totally within yourself and immerse yourself into whatever you're working on, okay? Like I said, if it's lifting weights, if it's running, if it's swimming, even if it's mowing the lawn, focus on that physical thing. And that will cleanse your mind, and that will cleanse your body. That whole thing will just kind of kick out all that stuff. The other thing that I want to tell, excuse me, that I can share with you if you're into music, if you're into songwriting, the best time to write material is when you first wake up in the morning. Because that 3 minutes, or that 2 minutes, that 3 minutes when you wake up in the morning is when you are your mind is most open to that creative pathway, okay? There's been many times where I would get a concept for a song in my mind, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to write this song, and I'd get it in my mind, and I'd put it there, and I'd go to bed. When I get up in the morning, boom, I'd write the whole thing down. Lyrics, music, the whole 9 yards would come out of me, because that's when your mind is completely fresh. It's not cluttered with what you're going to do that day, what you're going to have for breakfast, the kids, or whatever's in your atmosphere at that time when you get up. That is the perfect time to create anything. It could be songs, it could be painting, it could be anything creative that you're going to do or that you want to create. You do it that first 2 or 3 minutes when you get up in the morning, and that path will just unfold for you. And you can put that process in your mind before you go to bed, and think about it before you go to bed, and it will work. I guarantee it'll work. It's worked for me many times, and I've written a lot of songs that way. So anyway, I wanted to talk about being focused. That's one way to be focused. Exercise, physical exercise, is another way to be focused, okay? Or to get your focus. But pick that one thing. Don't say, well, I'm not doing well enough with this. I'm not doing well enough with comedy. I want to go back to music. Or I'm not doing well enough with it. I'm going to give up. I'm going to whatever. Don't do that. Just completely focus on that one talent and hone that talent and nail that talent. That will open up many avenues for you, and those avenues will give you the opportunity as far as making more money, making more connections, and building up your self-esteem to where you can start fulfilling all those other talents that you have. I hope this helps, and I'm sorry about my throat. I keep apologizing for it. I shouldn't do that, but I'm human like you are. We're all human, and it's going to be an amazing year this coming year. I think we're going to see a lot of craziness going on, but I got a really good feeling about 2021. I got a really good feeling about the new administration coming in. I think, whatever your choices were, or however you went with left, right, or center, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we all come together and we all get along and understand that, this is one of the greatest countries in the world, and we want to keep it that way. So, that being said, I promise again that I will finally get some of my songs up on some of these videos. And like I said, it's sometimes things just take time, and I've been really frustrated with myself in the last, it's been at least 2 months that I did a video, because I've been wanting to do more, but I was like I said, stay focused. I was holding myself back by saying, I want to do a song in my video, or I want to have a song and then do motivational whatever. But hey, sometimes you can't have everything you want at that time, but eventually we'll all come together. So, love you guys. Thank you very much. Life-changing thought. The book will come out soon, and I hope you guys will buy it. Also, if you want to continue, here's a good word. If you want to continue, or you want to donate to my GoFundMe page, help me publish my book, John Tenuto, go at GoFundMe. I'm not going to refuse it, because I could use everything I'm coming in. Because like most musicians, most artists, we are stuck at home, and can't really go and knock on a lot of doors and say, hey man, can I play Friday night or Saturday night for a couple of bucks? It's all been upside down because of this coronavirus. But I feel really good about it. Some good news today about the vaccine coming. I think we're going to be okay. The other thing that I want to tell you guys is that I am still looking for some property, and probably my roommate and I, we've been online looking at different properties in North Carolina, New Hampshire, Maine. Most of the properties we've been looking at have been up in the East Coast, because I grew up there when I was younger, and I love that part of the country, and I love the change of seasons. Don't get me wrong. I live in Florida now, and Florida's fine, but I really would like it. I need to change. I need to see some snow once in a while and some colors in the leaves. So I my biggest goal once the book is out is I am going to do another GoFundMe page. I'm probably going to most likely form a nonprofit, and I want to raise enough money, along with my own money, because if I sold my house, I'd have enough, but I need more. But I want to raise enough money to buy a decent piece of property where I can establish Utopia. Utopia, I talk about it in my book. It's not a fantasy concept. It's just a name, okay? And it's the name I picked. But it's basically going to be a retreat for like-minded people to come, and you can do meditation, you can do immersions, you can just spend the day there. It's not going to be a place where you live. It's not going to be a commune. It's going to be a retreat, okay? And I need probably about a little bit more than 25 acres, maybe 75 acres. If I can get more than that, that would be great. Where people can come and you can just decompress. I want you to come there and take immersion workshops. I want you to take meditation workshops. I want you to be able to just relax. And if you want to go horseback riding, like I said before, when you check in Utopia, no cell phones, no laptops, none of that stuff. You're going to be disconnected from the media world or the internet world or the world that we are creating, which I write about in my book. I talk about it more in my book, that we are slowly destroying the human race and slowly destroying the quality of life that we have. So I want to be able to pull that back and at least have a portion of society to understand that it's important to remain human. And that's what I'm not sure what number the chapter is going to be yet in my book, but it's called Remaining Human, and how to do that. So back to the beginning of this, about dealing with that confusion part, about how to just stay focused. Pick that one thing and stay on it, no matter how hard and how difficult you think it may be. It is you that will decide to make this happen. And any other side chatter from friends, relatives, whatever the case may be, don't let that get into your head. Focus on your dream, on what you want to achieve, and step by step by step by step, immerse yourself into that dream. What you immerse yourself into, you will eventually become. No matter what it is. If you immerse yourself into the gang lifestyle, you're going to be a gangster. If you immerse yourself around people that have money, you eventually will attract money. If you immerse yourself around people that are educated, you eventually become better educated. So immerse yourself into the environment that you want to be in eventually, or be in now. So if you want to be a comedian or a musician, whatever you want to be, immerse yourself into that world 100%. Okay? And put yourself where that best scenario is. So if you're living in, Elbow Springs, Florida, and there's no comedy clubs, and there's no outlet for you to really to achieve your goal, pack your bags and go where it is. If that's Los Angeles, if that's New York, if it's Chicago, if it's Miami, whatever that is, immersing yourself into what you want to achieve will help you realize it, okay? It's not so much the education and the learning and all the other stuff that people think they need to do. It's basically the interconnection with the people that you know that will get you to where you want to be, okay? I got a lot off my shoulders. I spewed a lot at you, but it's kind of what I wanted to do. And I'm going to I got a doctor appointment on December 2nd, my regular doctor, and he's going to see what we can do about this hoarseness throat thing. It's really annoying. Love you guys. Hang in there. I'm not giving up. I never will give up. I never will retire. That's not in the books for me. That's for people, not going to happen. But anyway, thank you very much. And like I said, GoFundMe.com. If you want to donate some money, that goes directly to get my book done. It gets directly to me building that fund to buy that property for Utopia, and all the 9 yards. And hopefully we will be out of this. 6 months from now, we'll be out of this virus scenario where I can get back out there and be in front of you, and you can be in front of me, and we can speak one-to-one or perform one-to-one, and I can do and bring to you more of my philosophy, the Understand Life Empowerment through the Calm Point philosophy. Love you guys. Thanks a lot. Have an amazing Thanksgiving. Have an amazing Christmas. Okay? And we are going to have an incredible New Year. Hang in there. Love you guys. Bye. If I can get, if I can at least play the guitar here, I'm trying my best. There it is. Yes, I really am playing the guitar. This is, I got the camera really close. Thank you very much. I love you guys, each and every one of you. Hang in there. It's going to be good. Focus. Just focus on what you want and you'll get it.